Hi everyone, I'm Amanda Roper and I am your library instructor today. I know I met with you all about a month ago when you were doing a short story project and we were looking at articles in our library databases to get information for your research papers. And today we are going to be searching for print materials. So it'll be a little bit different. I understand that y'all are working with novels and that you all have an author off of the list provided by your professor, and you're supposed to pick a novel by that woman author to read. So does anyone want to share, just for fun, who you're thinking you might want to pick? Edith Wharton, okay. Zora Neale Hurston, all right. May Sarton. Okay, great. The great thing about this is I have checked the list your professor gave you, and we have novels by every single one of these women on the list. So when you leave class today, you will have a novel in your hand, and you can get started on your assignment. All right. So, a piece of candy for everyone who shared which author they were going to look for. All right, so I just wanted to real quick think back to our last session when we were looking for journal articles in the databases. So little pop quiz, just for a piece of candy, not for a grade. Does anyone remember the different ways we narrowed our search results for our articles? Because we got some really big lists of search results. Lots of stuff to go through. How did we cut that down and limit it to a manageable amount? Does anyone remember? A piece of candy, you answer. Right. Date, exactly. All right. Anything else? Language. We can limit it to what's available in our online catalog. That's right. So we don't have to worry about trying to use ILL. Exactly. And you can use all these ways to limit when you're looking for books too. So we're going to do just a little bit of that today. All right. So we are going to look for books in our online catalog. So you want to log into the desktop in front of you, or if you're more comfortable, you can pull out your laptop because you're going to follow along and search for your author while I'm walking you through stuff. So we're going to knock this assignment out, no problem. And I am going to open up a tutorial I made for you all. So let's get that started. All right. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is our LibWizard tutorial on our library web page, which is written on the marker board behind me, library.brenau.edu. We have a page with tutorials. So this tutorial, one's very, very similar to it. This one's been kind of tailored to your class, is on our tutorial page. So if you get stuck, if you're in a class later on and you're like, I haven't worked with print material in a while, I just need a quick refresher, these tutorials are there. You can take them at any time. Super useful. It'll only take you a couple minutes to kind of jog your memory. All right, so we are going to find books. All right, here we go. All right, so in this tutorial, we are going to learn how to use the basic search to look up items in the library catalog. And that catalog is located on our main website, library.brenau.edu. Okay. Go to our homepage, you'll be able to find whatever you need for your assignments. We are going to improve our results by adding search terms, and we're going to get the information we need to find the book on the shelf. So we have tons of ebooks, but today we're going to be working with print materials. So we'll actually be leaving the classroom and going out to the stacks together to find your novel for your assignment. All right. Just for fun, on a scale of 1 to 5, how well do you think you could complete these objectives now? If I were to just say, I'm not teaching today, hop on and find it yourself. What do you think? There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious. What do you think? I'm going to go with a 5 because if I wasn't, then I definitely don't need to be in front of you today. All right. Okay. So I have a sample book here, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, and this author is on your list. So if you picked this author, you're welcome. So Sylvia Plath's The Bell Jar was published in 1963, and it fits the criteria for your assignment. It's a novel by an American woman author. So I want you to think about your chosen author, and we are going to type it into this bar right here. This is not the search bar. This is just going to help me. Sorry. This is just going to help me next time I teach, think about what authors you all chose. All right. All right. Is everyone written in? And you know what? You may change your mind. You may get out there and start looking at the books and decide to pick another author from the list. And if that's okay with your professor, that's okay with me. So don't feel like if you type something and you were married to this author and this have to find a book by that person. All right. Everyone had a minute to think. Y'all have been thinking about this for the past week, so hopefully we all have an idea of what we want to do. All right, so this is our library homepage, library.brenau.edu. Search bar is right here. So I am going to enter in, I'm going to use Sylvia Plath's The Bell Jar for my example. So I'm going to enter in Sylvia Plath, and we'll see what we get. Let's say I don't know the name of her one novel. Search. Let's see what we get. There we go. It's the first thing that pops up. The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. It's held by our library. It's available. If it was not available, it would have a little red circle with a red line through it, and it would say the date that the book was due back to the library. So I don't have to worry about somebody else having my book. All right, and we've got the call number right here. Now, I don't want you to worry about the call number just yet, okay? I know sometimes all these numbers and letters together can be confusing. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But this is kind of how it will be laid out on the page with all the information you need. Title, author, it's in the library. We've got a call number. All right, so that was really easy. That was probably really easy because Sylvia Plath only wrote one novel. So that's what I'm going to find. She wrote lots of poems. She wrote some children's works, but she wrote one novel that was published. So that was super easy for me. But what if my author is a little more obscure? Or what if she wrote 30 novels and a bunch of poetry and plays and all kinds of stuff? Well, we can limit. So I heard someone earlier say May Sarton. So we'll go with her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a connecting word. And I know in our last class we talked about connecting words. Does anyone remember? Okay, and there's two more. Or not. Exactly perfect. Handy for you too. All right. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, here we go. Brings up novels right off the bat. Reckoning, Anger, As We Are Now. Excellent. And as we get down here, we'll start to see biography. We'll start to see some other results, but it's got some novels pushed to the top. So let's see here. What if we heard about a novel and the subject, and we know, okay, it's by a person, it's by this person, and it's kind of about this, but we can't quite remember the title. So I'm going to use this one. Let's see what we get. Okay, I'm going to do May Sarton and Cancer. And let's see what we get. Okay, it brings up right off the bat A Reckoning by May Sarton, of which when Laura Spellman learns that she has terminal cancer, she decides to use the time she has left to consider the real connections of her past. So that found for me a May Sarton novel on that subject. Scroll down, we start to see some other results. Well, these are not May Sarton novels, so you know we might want to limit this. So let's go over and look on this left-hand side. It's going to be just like it was when we were searching for articles in the catalog last session. Okay, so we can limit it to book, print book. So if we know we're not going to be using ebooks, we can do that. We can come down here to author. So I know we don't need these other people. I'm looking for May Sarton. And you'll see we've got our years down here. We've got languages. We have our subjects. But I'm just going to go with, let's pretend like there were way more results than that one novel. I can click on May Sarton. And that's what comes up. So see, this is, you just need a little bit of information, and then you use these tools on the side to help you find exactly what you need, right? Pop quiz. What do you do if you can't navigate this? If you're stuck, you're tired, you didn't sleep the night before. I don't know, the catalog's just not making sense to me. What can you do? All right, you can come to the front desk and ask for librarian's help. You can schedule an appointment. That's right. That's right. These are all great things. We are here to help. Do not feel like you're going to get stuck and left high and dry on our website. We will help you. All right. Let's go back to our tutorial here. Okay. So what I want you to do is I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. I'm going to kind of circulate around the room while you all search. I can help you with some ways to limit if you're overwhelmed. But I want you to start searching, and for your author, start thinking of what book you might want to check out. You don't have to pick if there are 10 books, 10 pieces of fiction by a woman author like Willa Cather. You do not have to pick one out right now, but I do want you to choose a title and write down this call number. This is your address to your book, and we're going to learn a little bit more about it now, but go ahead and write down the title of the book you're thinking about. You don't have to pick for sure right now, and write down this call number. All right? Okay. So circulating around the room and helping them find things by their authors, asking questions. All right, next. All right, so now we're going to watch this really quick video. It's less than 2.5 minutes on Library of Congress call numbers. All right, so a couple things I want you to keep in mind when you watch this video, and you're going to learn this in the video. But obviously don't want to show the video right now in real life. Okay, books in our library are divided by subject. So you're going to learn about how these first 2 letters are the subject where your books are. When you go over to these search results, you're going to notice that because we want American fiction by American authors, it's going to be in the PSs. So we will all be kind of in the same area. So you're going to learn about that in the video. You're going to learn about how to read call numbers on the shelf. So when you have a range, there's those markers on the outside, those signs on the outside of the stack. So let's say like PS 3655 to PS 3900. That will tell you if my book is in between those 2 ranges. It's going to be on that shelf. So all of this is in this really quick YouTube video. So we're going to watch that. Okay, real quick quiz, just for fun. Have you ever found a book on the library shelf before? No right or wrong answer. I'm just curious. I just want to know how many of you have been out there and done that before. Okay. All right, so that's everything for our tutorial. We all have a title of the book written down. We all have our call number written down. So now we are going to go out into the stacks and look for our books. So while we're in the stacks, I'm going to point out the signs on the shelves that have the call number ranges. I'm going to point out as I walk around with the students that because it's divided by subject, they'll see the novels there, they'll see critical work on the author, they'll see biographies, and other pertinent works. So as they're choosing a book, if they don't like the one that they wrote down the call number for, they can choose one of the other ones. They might want to go ahead and grab, if they've decided to use May Sarton's Mrs. Stevens' Here's the Mermaid Singing, they might want to go ahead and pick that critical work on that book. Or, feminism and May Sarton novels. I might check that out too. I might want to peruse that as I work on my assignment. So I will be doing that with the students in the stacks. All right, so I will also emphasize, what do you do if you get stuck? You've got your call number, you were in the stacks, and the book's not there, it's confusing, what do you do? And I will ask them, you know what you can do? I'm hoping they will say, we can go to the information desk. And I will reiterate that we're always there to help you. It doesn't just have to be a librarian. All of our student employees at the front desk have been trained. They shelve these books, they pull these books, they can help you find, and we do not mind helping. We love to help. All right. So then everyone comes back to the class with their book in hand, and all right, we're all back in the classroom. We have our book in hand, and now we are going to take a Kahoot. All right. So we're going to take a little quiz. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without messing it up like I did the last time. Last recording. Okay. Get your game pen. You're going to go look at the marker board. We've got Kahoot it. And you're going to put your game pen in. All right. Now for your nickname, I want you to all put your real name because your professor is going to do a really quick participation grade based on this quiz. So make sure that they're right. Let's see, are we on the screen? Here we go. Just put this right there. Okay. Okay, let's get started. We ready? Okay. It's just 5 questions. Let me do that. Okay. What website do I use to find the library books? What is it? Okay, I think I know what I'm going for. Awesome. All right. There we go. All right. Next. Amanda wrote knows her stuff. All right. What are some examples of connecting words? Let's think about it. What do you think? All right. There we go. Okay. Next. Items in the library are organized by what? Subjects, alphabetically, newest first, or randomly? What do you think? I'm going to go with subjects. Yay! All right. Next question. To help me find books, the stacks have what on the side of them? What do you think? I think I know what I'm going for. There we go. Okay. Next. I get stuck and I cannot find my book. Come on, Google it, ask for help, cry. I hope none of you will cry. Yay, all right, let's see how everyone did. Awesome, you did a great job. Dissertation grades for everyone. All right, so that is it. We have a book in hand. We have, you know how to search. You know how to go out there and read a call number. We're good to go. So if anyone has any questions, anything you'd like for me to run through again, let me know. I will be around for the next couple minutes. If there's anything else you want me to go to the stacks and help you find, we can do that. Got another assignment? We can go find some books. And thank you all so much. All right.